Hi. This is super random, and I'm not sure who all's going to join, and nobody has to join, but I am working on my March Madness. I'm going to go ahead and get all of these cut out. I talk about them in my video today, that'll come out later on today. But I also have this book that I created that I'll talk about there too. And I figured um, I wanted to get these done, but I didn't necessarily want to um, like have a show on or something, or I'm listening to or I'm reading Wheel of Time right now. So I can't do an audio book because if I do an audio book of Wheel of Time, then I'm going to be very confused. And so I couldn't do that. So I figured, hey, while I'm working on this stuff, why don't I just do a live, get a little bit more out there, show off some of these creators, because that's kind of a big deal for me. That's definitely a big deal within this community, and I love that. So that is what I'm working on, is just getting all of these cut out and yeah, just kind of chatting, getting to know you guys getting to know me some more. Piper is currently downstairs. I gave her the luxury of using my phone to watch some Bluey, which we don't do. And so it's kind of a big deal that she's able to do that. And so I'm also going to have to like get used to doing lives over here compared to whenever I do lives on my book channel, because over there I will go through and I will show everybody's comments that I'm talking about. But because I'm going to be using my hands in here, I'm not going to be able to do that. But just know that I will be reading the comments or whatnot. But hello, I see Sam is here. And hello, Christina. How are you guys? Sam, your what am I trying to say to you? Hold on. Your binder is being sent out today. Sorry it took so long, but I kept working on it and just doing more and more and more. So it will finally be done. Hello, friends. How are you? So in case y'all missed it, I'm cutting out all these different challenges. These are for March Madness. And for those that don't know what March Madness is, because I didn't really know about it until this week. March Madness is something that Lisa from Lisa Grateful Me, she's another budgeter on YouTube. She kind of created this, and it is not necessarily basketball themed, hence why I have garden gnomes. But basically, it is trying to spend as much time in March completing some minis and, just conquering debts and things that way. And so Cody and I discussed it, and we figured, hey, why don't we go ahead and do that? We'll set 1 month aside out of the year to really try and push towards our goals instead of doing the broad savings like what we currently do. And so that is what I'm working on. And I did create this fun binder for it as well. I'm very proud of it because this is one of the first times that I've been able to actually like create one like this, because each of these is pockets, and I'm like, heck yes. And then it has like this completed challenges that you can take out and you can mark on and then put back in the thing or whatever. But yeah, it comes with 12 different envelopes and then a optional different dashboard at the back. So this is on my Etsy, but I'm very excited to use that. So that's kind of what I'm prepping for right now. And I'm doing this now because we're going to be moving hopefully within like the next 2 or 3 weeks. And so I figured, you know what, the less stacks of paper I'm having to move, the better. And then I knew if I waited until like we moved to print these off, I would forget which ones we were supposed to be using. And then I would be kind of stressed because I were going to be moving into the house and I'm not going to want to spend that time prepping for March. And so I figured, let's just do it now while things are a little bit slower for, me, and then maybe for you guys as well. I don't know. So like I said at the beginning, I'm doing a live just because I had other things that I was like, I could be doing that, but I'm not going to do that while I'm working on these, just because like I can't listen to my audiobook because it's Wheel of Time and that thing is intense. I don't know why I'm trying to cut these so perfectly. Like I'm just going to use them once and they're done. And I even printed them on like regular paper. I didn't even do cardstock, guys. Like that's a big deal for me. I usually do them on cardstock, but I knew that these were going to be going really quickly this year. So Yeah. So, anyways, all of that to say, I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, yeah. Wheel of Time is just like very intense. And so I couldn't listen to the audiobook. I need to have the physical book with me. And so I knew I couldn't do that. And I didn't really want to start another book. And especially because Piper's here. So I don't love just sitting and listening to an audiobook while she's home. That way, I'm just easily accessible for her. And so I figured, well, she can interrupt her live because she does it all the time on my other channel. So it wouldn't be anything new over here. Hello. Hi, Amy. So this is definitely something that I got from you. Just so you know, you're just like this little, you're like a little, I don't know, influencer because Amy did a live yesterday that I was able to jump in on and I loved it. And that's when it like sparked in me. It was like, oh yeah, why don't I just do a live? Because I want to get something, like I want to show off all these creators. So why don't I do this? And so hello, Joe. How are you? Sorry, I'm having to turn my heater down because it's burning my leg. So this one comes from Pamela JT. I also have another one in here from her. Hold on. Let me find it. And if you guys want to see all of these freebies that I'm going to be doing, I will talk about them. This is another one from her. I will be talking about them in my video that goes out tonight. For you members, it'll come out here shortly. So you guys will be able to see it there. But yeah, so that's all I'm working on. Hello, Colleen. Sam, yeah, I have to listen to podcasts or have music playing when I read. Need to focus. Audiobooks are too much. Yeah, says the girl who listens to true crime podcasts as she falls asleep. Like, what a terror. Oh my goodness. So by the way, guys, Sam over there at A Spark of Sam in the comments, she is the one who created the Harry Potter savings challenges that I have the little minis in my mini Palooza day. And so you guys can go check out her channel in general, but also if you guys are interested in the freebies, there's a pretty quick link to her because she's right there. And she just put them up on her Ko-Fi, a little influencer. Yeah, they are cute. Thanks. I'm very excited. And Amy, I do have yours. I saved it, but I guess I didn't print it off with this batch, or maybe I like whenever I was going through my download frenzy, it just got mixed up. But I might not be able to show yours off, but I will be. So just know that you are included. I specifically went to your channel to make sure I got it because this was all because of you. Oh, and so Amy, let me also show you. Well, I'm going to show everybody because you guys are all here. We're all in this together, guys. But this is because of Amy. Did you see this? That I created this little March Madness binder, and now it's on my Etsy, and I'm really excited about it. And I'm very excited to use it. But like each of these, there's 12. Well, that's the other dashboard. But hello, Sylvia. There are 12 envelopes, and they're literally each envelopes. And so then you can put your challenge in each one, and then you can put your money in there. I'm so excited about it. I was a giddy little girl yesterday as I was working on this, between all of the frustration and anger noises that was also coming out of me because my laminator is just, I just need to get a new one. I need to break down and get a new one. But I'm like, we're just going to wait until we move because I don't want to have to keep moving all this other stuff. So it just might not make the move with me and I'll just have to get a new one. And hello. Okay. How do I say your name? Is it Pilar? Is that correct? Am I saying it correctly? Because I don't want to say it obviously incorrectly, but hello. And thank you, Amy. I thought so too. I just knew I wasn't going to want to have to change around a binder specifically for the month of March. And so I was like, well, why don't I just do this? And then I'm not having to also spend like money on a binder that will only be used for the 1 month, I guess. I don't know. And this is one I can use every year. So I will just stock it away until next year. And now apparently I'm in the March Madness in it to win it game. So there we go. Oh, Pilar. Okay. Hello, Roxana. How are you? What are you guys doing today? Is it chilly where y'all are at? Or is it just me? Because I feel like Oklahoma forgot what it was doing and that we don't get cold here because it has been so cold. And the snow that we got last week is still here. And that is super rare. And where we live, because we are the only people who live on our dock, not at the marina, but at our dock, we're the only people who drive over here. So my car's still stuck because the snow won't melt. So Piper and I get to just hang out here, which is fine. We do it all the time anyways. And I've been able to work on lots of orders, getting all the membership stuff. Chilly and windy here on Long Island. Oh my goodness. Yeah, at least we're not windy. That's one of the worst is whenever it's cold and then also the wind just like chills you to the bone. I hate those. I hate them. You're working, it's chilly, but we were supposed to have a heat wave today. You live in Kansas City. Hey girl, you're not too far from me. That's exciting. So you're gonna have a heat wave. I'm wondering if we're gonna have a heat wave. But of course, it's like I guess a winter heat wave, which is like not much, but it's a little bit. Yeah, I understood. It's been quite nice here today. Bonnie Scotland is living up to its name. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Amy, I'm always jealous that you are from Scotland. Just because, of course, Americans were always fascinated with other people's accents because ours is just very basic. So, of course, I'm obsessed with your accent, but also, like, it's just gorgeous there. High is 48. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was talking about. It's not that it's like this, summer heat wave. It's just, it's a little above freezing now. But I can't say anything. I know it's much worse up north. It is very cold up there, and you guys have snow all the time. So me talking about snow for a week is like nothing. I get it. I get it. You don't have to tell me. You don't have to rub it in. I get it. This is another one, by the way, from Pamela JT. So do we have avid readers here, or is it just me and Sam? Because I could talk your ear off about books, and I won't. Because I have a whole other channel for that. But I am always fascinated with like, what are people reading to start their year off? Because that's just kind of, I don't know, that's interesting to me. But then if you're not reading to start this year off, what is like something that like, what's a new goal / habit that you're trying to form and that has so far stuck all the way to the 16th day of January? Oh, you do? Oh, that's so fun. Thank you. Yeah, I'm a little slower on there right now because I'm trying to figure out this whole, I'm doing videos differently than I used to. And so they're kind of a, not necessarily fly by the seat of my pants, but a little bit because they're more of like a in the life with me. So I'm having to get used to bringing my camera along. And that is just a whole adventure in and of itself. You're reading a graphic novel? First one, Sam, why would I just assume that you had read graphic novels before? What is it? And is this one that you're going to tell me I'm not supposed to read? Because she's kind of like my litmus test sometimes for books I should read. And it's 46 degrees there too? Wow. I just assumed Scotland would be a lot colder, to be honest. And where does that assumption come from? I don't know. Ignorance is really probably what the answer is. You want to get back into reading, but grad school. Oh, yeah. That's understandable. So your goal is to manage your time better to be able to finish books you've started. Hey, that is a wonderful thing. It is hard to do. And I feel like I'll figure out how to manage my time. And then something happens when it's like, oh, just kidding. Here we go again. So don't beat yourself up because it's going to keep happening. Take it from me, who I'm 34 and I still haven't got it figured out. Your daughter bought all the Demon Slayer anime books with her Christmas money. Oh, my cousin was just telling me about that and was saying that she really enjoyed that, but I don't know anything about them. My favorite graphic novels are actually middle grade ones, and it's Garlic and the Vampire. They're so freaking cute. If you guys haven't figured out like my aesthetic that I tend to go towards, that graphic novel will clue you in because it's perfect, but it's fall. And so like it gives me all the warm, cozy fall vibes. I love it. It's called Clean Sweep. Oh, yes, I do know about that one. It's about an innkeeper, yeah, who has magical creatures come and stay with her. I think you might like it. It's fun and magical. I would probably love it. Yes, I do know of that one. And I don't remember. I don't think it was you who told me about it, but somebody else had. Or I had seen it on something. I don't know. There's no telling. South Georgia is in the low 50s today. Wow. Yeah, that's kind of the nice thing about living over in the east. In the east is that it's a little less cold there. I need a scrapbook paper tomorrow. Okay, listen. You would have been now. I do have one, but the problem is that, and I just shouldn't care. Like I use it all the time for all my Etsy stuff, but whenever they're laminated, it works super well. But whenever it's just like the flimsy paper, it just like wants to shred it because it's not the best one. And then the ends are always really, really frayed. Like I have to go back over it with the scissors and trim it because I can't handle like all the little scrappy doos or whatever. I don't know what you would call it. I just accidentally made a Scooby-Doo reference. How funny. So that is why I'm using this, but thanks for calling me out, Christina. It's fine. It's totally fine. I will get done eventually. So this could be a very long live just because it's going to take me forever. I know they do need replaced, but I'm also like, it was so cheap. Do I just, or actually it wasn't Christina. It was Colleen who called me out. That's right. Do I replace the blade or do I just get a good one? Which is what I'm leaning towards, is just getting a good one. You watched the anime series and really liked it. She wants me to read them once she's finished. So there is a show on Netflix that, what is it called? Is called One Piece. And it is like, it's a live movie or show, but it is based off of the anime show called One Piece. And I am not really someone who loves action adventure and who loves loves, I don't know, it's not gory, but it's kind of gory. But yeah, it was very good. It was very good. I was shocked because it was also like very well done to where, since it is real life, but it still had very anime aspects to it. And that was something that was really cool to see. Once I understood it was actually based off of an anime, it was like, oh, this makes way more sense. And it made me like it even more. Just so you guys know, by the way, this is from Happy Budgeting Mom. I think they're super cute. Just get another one. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. I always forget about that. I do it with my scissors, but I forget that you can do it on the little trimmers as well. I just need to get a better one because mine won't cut in a straight line, even though it has a straight line. Like, it doesn't make sense. Keep a new blade for your paper and use an old blade to do the laminated things. I just marked it. Oh my gosh, that's so smart. Wow, I'm learning so much. I should do that because it does cut fine whenever it's laminated, but whenever it's paper stuff, no, it's like all over the place and it just shreds it. So you're creating your first envelope insert on Canva. Does anyone else use that to create the challenges? Yes, that's all I use to create. You're having a hard time getting it to print with the sizing on letter size. Okay, so did you create it on Canva on a letter setting, like the size, or are you trying to, or did you create the design? What am I trying to say? Did you create the design in the size that you want it to print without it being sized on a regular printing piece of paper? Does that make sense what I'm saying? If not, tell me and I will try to explain it again, what I'm trying to say. Because I had to learn about that too. It was things I never had to worry about with my other channel, but then once you start getting into the budgeting community, you do. Who knew? Who knew? Yeah, Joe is apparently very smart. We're going to keep you around just so that you can keep schooling us on stuff, but in the best way possible, because I would have never, ever, ever thought to do that, but it's brilliant. Yeah, I was actually just working on Canva this morning because I was working on some more minis and stuff like that and things for members. And I just, every day I feel like I'm learning more. You created the size and the size you want it, but it's not size. Okay, so what you're going to need to do is then, what I always do is I will create it in Canva on the size that I'm wanting it to be. Or if I'm like, sometimes I'll just create a template and then I just keep that and just reuse it. That's what I do with my minis. But you will save that design as a PNG and then open another, like create a new design on Canva and make it the size of a printer paper. So, 8.5 by 11, or if you want it to be sideways, do the 11 by 8.5. And then download that PNG that you just saved onto there. And then it will be the size that you want it and you can put it on your paper. And then if you wanted it any bigger or any smaller, you can go ahead and still change it on there. But that'll allow you to print it off on a regular piece of paper instead of trying to, it's wanting to print that design that you have specifically as like the size that you saved it on. Hello, Paula. Girlfriend, look, how funny. I was just about to say, I'm about to get to your challenges to start cutting for March Madness. And there it is. I'm so excited to use one of your challenges. I am finally getting to use lots of new ones because I had so many from just last year, because whenever I got into the budgeting community, I was like, let's save all the minis. And so I've been going through those. And so now it's like, okay, now I can actually try other people's stuff because it's for March Madness and these were specifically designed for those. So that's what I'm doing. And another question, which doubtful that this would happen, but any of you guys who do the March Madness or who have done it, or, you know, you're planning on it and you're just more prepared than I am. If you go through all of the challenges that people gave for March Madness, do you just start using regular minis? Has anybody ever ran out of the March Madness minis? I don't think that's going to be an issue. I really don't. But I'm also an overthinker and overanalyzer. Yes, I am so excited that you're here. Paula, this is so funny that you're actually here because this is going to sound weird and creepy, and I don't mean it that way. But I have been thinking about you, and it's just because, like, I've slowly been able to start going and looking at other people's channels, and I don't have a ton of time to just sit and watch. Like, I'm the person that watches them at 2.5 speed. And a lot of times I'll have to put them on my TV or something because like I'm using my phone for something else or whatever, or I'm using my laptop for Canva and I'm doing it in the living room or blah, 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 whatever it is. And so I haven't been able to like comment on any of your stuff. And because I was watching on the TV and I was like, I need to change that. And so I've just been thinking about that because, again, I'm an overthinker and overanalyzer. And so just know I have been thinking about you. This is your first time using minis. Yeah, I haven't done the Mini Madness before, like I said, and I am very excited for it. We are going to be using, as far as I know right now, we're going to be using March to save up heavily for our emergency fund and our car maintenance fund and all that stuff. She says, knowing the answer, Colleen, I can put my savings challenges in there if you would like that. But no, it's definitely, I thought about doing that and saying like, yeah, I'll make sure that there are several, you know, other people's challenges in there to get everyone started. And then I was like, no, it's going to take long enough to make the binders. I'm not going to sign myself up for that because you just never know how well they're going to do. This is your first time doing March Madness. I have included some minis that aren't for March Madness, but they're Pisces related. So thought it would be fun. Oh, that's cool. I like that. And Amy, I'm going to have to go and look and try to remember which ones yours are. Again, I have them. Yours does for sure have your name on it, right? Because I have a couple of them in here whose names aren't on them. And I was going to say if y'all knew them off the top of your head, but what are the chances that would be the case? Probably some. So if I get to them, I'll ask you who the creator is if you happen to know, but no big deal. I'll just go look it up. But anyways, yeah, first year doing March Madness. I'm excited. I'm a little like, I don't like change. And so I'm interested to see how I handle that because I really love all of the challenges that I do during the weeks right now. But I know I'm not gonna be able to do both. I'm not gonna be able to do March Madness and also continue to do like my regular savings and all of my binders and stuff. So are you guys also just gonna put everything else on pause for the most part, except for like things that are, you know, you need to get them done every week, no matter what? Because I'll still have to do my monthly savings because that is helping us cover our land payment. So I'll still do that. And I'm also zoning out as I'm cutting this one. I'm sorry. So if I get less talkative, just know it's because I got in my head real fast while I'm cutting these corners because I'm too much of a perfectionist. See, Colleen, I couldn't cut the corners if I had a straight cutter. Just so you know. Yes. Okay. I know I didn't realize the reference because I'm not a basketball person whatsoever. And then I told my husband last night, yesterday I was talking to him about it and I was like, yeah, I'm so excited because he was asking what I was working on and I was showing him the binder and everything. And he's like, since when did you get into basketball? And I was like, I didn't. And he's like, what? March Madness? And I was, yeah, I know it's for savings challenges. And he's like, oh, of course it is. Everything's savings challenges. And then he did explain to me that it's March, like that's a basketball thing, which also explained why some of the freebies had basketballs on them. I just thought maybe it was something that people enjoy doing more in March than any other month. I don't know. I don't know what I thought. Yeah, I do too, but I'm not going to. Colleen, you just keep calling me out, girlfriend. I have one. I'm just not using it. Would it make my time faster? Yes. Yes, it would. Am I probably going to hate this later because my hand's going to probably cramp up? 100%. Absolutely. You created a few challenges. Yes. Are there any rules or ideas for March Madness? Nope. Nope. As far as I can tell, so yeah, anybody else who knows can correct me. It is just you're just going to try and use more minis than you normally would. So I know like what Lisa does is Colleen, thanks. What Lisa does is she will do like she'll have like 6 minis on one day, and then so if she starts on a Saturday, she'll have those 6 minis, and then the next Saturday she'll use those same minis, and then on Sunday she takes Sundays off, but on Monday she would then have 6 new minis that she will only do on Mondays, and then she will just heavily put into those. So I don't think she does many of her other savings challenges except for ones that she's like trying to work on every week. Like last year was getting her ducks in a row, so I'm not sure what this year's would be. So that's what she does. I am probably still going. Yeah, there's tons of them, and you can find all of them linked on her on Lisa Grateful Me's videos. Like her newest one, she puts all of them on there, and I'm pretty sure she's going to do another one tomorrow. She said, if I'm not mistaken. What was I saying? It probably didn't matter because I don't remember now. I don't remember. Welcome to my life. Oh yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna stop a lot of my other challenges specifically for March and do like we'll probably do the monthly one, but we're not gonna do like my big girl savings. We're not gonna do my emergency funds or anything like that because that's what we're working on with all of these. So we're not going to be doing my month ahead. That's what it used to be, my month ahead day. We're going to pause on, actually, we'll probably still do travel good just because it's only $30. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Rules for the binder, like the one that the March Madness one, you're going to keep doing your regular challenges and then work on mini March Madness daily. Oh, that's a really good idea. Joe, you just coming in with all the wisdom. I love it. I love it. That's actually very smart. Yeah, I was like, I overthink it. So I think I would get along really well with Stephanie from Overthinking and Budgeting because that's two things that I do too. So the rules for this binder, Colleen, if you're asking, what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to have 12 because it goes with, it has 12 envelopes in it. And so I'm going to be putting a challenge in each of these, and then I am going to basically do like what Lindsay from Bookish Mama Budgets, what she does on like her minis, and Eva, I'm pretty sure she does the same thing from Budget Your Life, where I'm going to roll a die and I will have a set amount or whatever, and then whatever number it lands on, I will put money into that envelope and then we'll mark it off at the end. And I'm just going to keep these going through rotation, so I'm like going to visit them every day. And so it might become repetitive, but I feel like some of these are really small amounts, and so we'll be able to get through them pretty quickly. Probably keep doing your spare change. Yeah, that makes sense. And your collabs and group plays, but stop the rest for March. Yeah, I probably need to do something that's specifically for collabs and group plays, but I don't have that. Yes, exactly. Quick wins 100%. And I like that it at the end of the month, it'll be a little, I don't know, I guess easier. If y'all are interested, go watch Lisa Grateful Me's video from last year when she finished all of her challenges. It's fascinating because she was like, hey, here's this thing that I'm working on, and let me just like divvy up the money. And it would seem just so much easier, her doing it that way instead of like, I don't know how to explain it. I liked the way she did it. It just seemed more cohesive to me than how I can sometimes make my reallocation videos work. Mine can sometimes just be random and chaotic, which is also just the theme for my life. So really, what's new? Not a lot. Yeah, but if you guys have other ways that you're going to do it, let me know. I'm so fascinated. I am a creature who loves to learn, and I love to learn about other people and how they do things and how their minds work. So yeah, I'm excited to see how everybody else is going to do theirs. But you still also have time to get ready for it. Hence why I'm doing it now. And Amy did it yesterday. So she's actually ahead of me now. But I want to do it now. That way I don't have to worry about it when the time comes. So here soon, I'm going to start putting some of these challenges into the folders. That way they will be, they'll be finished. And I won't lose them because that's also a pretty big possibility for me. So let's do that. That way some of these look a little big and I'm afraid that I might have to trim them down. So I'm going to do it now. So we're going to put one for Simply Living Saves. Your allocations can be a hot mess. Yeah. I'm not saying that about you, Amy. Sorry, that sounded really rude. I didn't mean it towards you. I meant it towards me because I overthink it. I always overthink it. And so then I'm like, well, it probably should be like this, or it probably needs to go here or whatever. And I was talking to my husband about it and he was like, Maddie, money going to places isn't a bad thing. Just do it. And I was like, okay, you're right. I'm going to put all of Paula's in this one because they are smaller. And we will do, which one do I want to put in there? Oh, the houseplants are cute. These are the only houseplants I'd be able to keep alive because I can't do it on my own. Ooh, of course, we're going to do the flowers. Let's do the flowers. And then we'll use the other ones later. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I used, this is obviously a mess up one, which is why I'm not selling it. All my other ones came out fine. But this one, I don't know what I had the issue with. I think I may have accidentally, on this page specifically, I think I may have accidentally turned the laminator sheet to the wrong side because it's like sticking. I don't know. It's not doing what it was supposed to do. So it's a little frustrating, but that's okay. This was the one I was concerned about. Nope, that's the right size. Do you want to use that or this one? So also, I've had to record like 2 or 3 times until I'm happy with it. Yeah. Yes. So I've also had to do that with just like my videos in general. Actually, we're going to use one of these ones instead because I really like them. What was I saying? I keep forgetting. It doesn't matter. I do that with a lot of my videos though. Especially I'll have the one coming out tomorrow where apparently I forgot to record. That was fun. With these ones, that is the roll and saves or whatnot. Are you guys going to actually like roll and save, or are you going to do, you just write down what you saved or whatever? I don't know. I haven't decided either, which I say that like I created a challenge just like that and I still haven't decided what I want to do. And if you guys are new, I do have all these, a set of these 3 freebies. They're on my Ko-Fi. They were specifically meant for March Madness, but feel free to just grab them and use them for whatever. Look at that. We only have, 7 more challenges that I need in there. Fun. And they're all fitting so far. And I don't know if you guys want to sit and just listen to me jammer on for an hour and a half or anything. Maybe, oh, that's smart. A 3-sided die. Yeah, I haven't decided. I think the ones like this one where there's only the 5, I'll probably just, whatever I save, I'm going to write in there because this will be in there. That's 5 days. That's only 1 week. As long as it gets money, of course. And so that's fine. A challenge sitting there for 5 days isn't that bad. But the one that I created, it's like, man, that's quite a bit. So I don't know. I haven't fully decided. I probably should have thought about that whenever I made the designs, but I didn't. And I just created them and went about my day. But I've also learned that I don't really love the ones that have numbers in the designs themselves. Sometimes I do. It just depends. But with things like this, where it's a random amount that they're going to get, it can sometimes just make me overthink it. And so then it stresses me out. And so then I don't want to use it. But I like to use it on like Fridays or as catch-alls and stuff like that. Here we go. This one, I don't remember if I said this one's also from Simply Living Saves. I love her stuff. I'm using her medical savings challenge on my Fridays, and I love it a lot. Except for my husband did message me today, and he was like, hey, I had to take some money out of your medical savings so that I could get some dog food. because he gets this like big bag up where he works, and it's like half price up there compared to down here. So he goes and he gets that, of course. But yeah, so I'm like, well, now I'm gonna have to remember that and fix it later on, but that's okay. You know, folks just divide what they save into and write it in two spaces. Oh yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You would think that after all the people that I watch, I would have some sort of, you know, plan on anything I'm doing because everybody has such great ideas. But I don't, because if you were to ask me, how does anybody save? Like, how does Dawn from Dawn Sunrise budgeting? How does she do her Monday minis? I couldn't tell you, even though I watch them every single week. I couldn't tell you. You're setting 25 cents for each spot. If there's only 4 to 5 icons, I'll see how many it gets. If it gets lots, I'll divide it. If not, I'll put the total in one spot. That's fair. And your little prop money, we were looking at it yesterday on her live. I love it because one of them was Supernatural themed from the show, and I'm obsessed with Supernatural. This is from Canadian Finance Journey. This is my sweet friend Bobby. I'm obsessed with her. Winter Babe Saves. Hello. Okay, what's your name? Because I don't know that I've ever actually seen, like, I've seen your name, Winter Babe Saves, but I haven't seen like what your actual name is. Unless that's what you want me to call you. I'm absolutely okay with that as well. How are you? You just started in the budgeting community, didn't you? Or am I just behind? Because I did go check out your channel. I think it was yesterday, maybe the day before. I don't remember. It was very recently. But it's nice to have you here. I am working on cutting out all of these minis for March Madness, and I'm just talking my head off. Hi, Sonia. You made one of your goals by doing this. I'm having fun saving money. Who am I? Oh, I know, right? I feel the same way. So Sonia is from my other book channel, or other YouTube channel, my BookTube. But I have been loving seeing all the crossover happening with you guys. It's been so much fun. And I'm like, yeah, I just need you guys to see how much fun this is and how much it changes. But Sonia, right now what I'm working on is this thing called March Madness, which, since you're new to all of this, you won't know what that really means, most likely, unless you've seen videos about it. But basically, a lot of creators put out these little freebies, so you can go find all of them. And this is all put on by a lady named Lisa Grateful Me. She is fantastic. So you'll want to go, look at her there. But all these freebies, I'm cutting them out because I'm going to put them in this binder that I created, and I'll show you in a second. But in the month of March, we're all going to basically just work on all of these minis as hard as possible. That way we can try and get through as many as possible. Because usually we just do them on one day a week, and that's it. But now it's going to be like, for me, it's going to basically be every single day. You have to get your printer fixed. Oh yeah, I just need to get a new printer. It's doing its job, but every time I have to print, I have to go and open up the ink cartridge door because it keeps thinking that it's broken, even though it's not. And I've like taped it shut. I've tried to like leave it hanging open a little bit because like maybe it's, I don't know. I've tried everything and nothing's working, but I did get it for free, so I can't complain about that. Oh, and the prop money was from Lauren at Miss I Thomas. Is that right? Did I say that right? Miss I Thomas, or just Miss Thomas? Or L, I'm not sure. But that's awesome. Yeah, her prop money is super, super cute. I should probably use prop money for this, but I'm just I just really love, I'm a person who loves, physical planners. I don't like the digital stuff. I'm just not a huge prop money person either. And I don't really know why. It'd be a lot easier sometimes. Mine will only do black and white. The color doesn't work even with the new cartridge. Oh, that stinks. I was just talking to Jules. She was talking about how, okay, it is L Thomas. She was talking about how she finally got a new printer for Christmas because she wanted to be able to print off all of her savings challenges. That way they were colorful. And I was like, I feel that, this budgeting community, it's amazing. And you get all these freebies, but then you're like, but I want to enjoy them all cute, which is colorful. Like this one is so cute because of all the colors on it. But I do love me a good black and white. Yeah, I used to get mine printed at the library here, but it was like $1 per sheet. So I was like, we're not doing that anymore. And then I got them printed at the library up where my husband works. And that wasn't as bad, but whenever you start doing the color, it just kind of gets a little expensive. And then I did Office Max or Office Depot, whichever one it is, and that was good. But it was also like none of them are close. They're all, the closest one is 30 minutes away, and so that was kind of a pain in the butt. We don't really have anything super close to us that works like that. So that's finally when it was like, okay, I'm just gonna have to break down and find a better printer. And then somehow my brother found one at a office he was working at, and so that's what I got, was an office printer. But it's a big one, and it definitely takes up a lot of space on the boat. But for right now, it does the job, and I'm happy with it, and I'm content. And eventually, once I've done all of our savings towards all the things that we're trying to save for, like our emergency funds and such, then I'll feel better about making that sort of a purchase. Unless it goes out before then. Then obviously I'm gonna have to make it sooner. But it didn't do too bad today getting all these printed. I was kind of shocked. And its ink has lasted forever. That's been amazing. Yeah, you know how long it's been since I've been in a Staples? I couldn't even tell you. I mean, it's got to be over 15 years. And so I did forget that they existed. But I did really like Staples. I'm that person, though, that would go and look at pins all day. I love pins. And crafty things. That's something that Sonia and we get along really well with, besides our love of books. But also she does like reading journals, and they're fantastic. She's so creative. But she also will do like, she does the best little Happy Meal. I cannot pick these up. My goodness. Best little Happy Meal. She sent me a book Happy Meal, like a blind date with a book sort of thing, for my birthday, and I loved it. Amen. So I saw there's like this really funny video that's about like printers and us dealing with the printers, and it was so funny because it was like this one woman playing, you know, her regular self, and then she's acting like the printer, and it was like, printer has an issue, and she's like, okay, well, let's go figure this out. And it's like, you know, you ran out of paper, so she's like, okay, well, let me go fix the paper. And then as soon as she puts the paper in, it's like, there's a jam, and she's like, I haven't even printed anything. And so she opens the door, and it's like, jam's cleared, and then she closes the door, and it's like, jam, and like it just kept going on and on and on, and I'm like, this is exactly me. That was exactly how it used to be for me. I'm sorry, I should have told you guys. This is from Cash Budget Retiree. I have yet to use any of her challenges, and I'm so excited to have these ones because I have seen her stuff for months now. But like I said earlier, is that I am trying, like I'm using all the challenges that I printed last year, and I printed them in like August and September and a little bit into the fall. But then I tried to stop because I had so many that I hadn't gotten to. Because whenever you only do minis once a week, you don't go through that fast. And so I'm super excited to use these because I actually get to use other people's challenges instead of like the same creators over and over again, which I don't mind. But there are so many amazing creators. I want to be able to highlight all of them. And I will show all of these more in depth as well in my video that'll come out later today. So I'm going to go ahead and pop a couple of these. Once I'm done with this one, I'm going to pop a couple of these into the binder. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Love it. Colleen, I'm not surprised that you've seen it. I feel like you're kind of like my soul animal, or what is it? Spirit animal. And I love it. I'm here for it. You crack me up all the time. You're just like that witty sidebar or the sorry, hold on. There is like I guess our dock maintenance guy is cutting a tree down beside our boat. So that's cool. Well, beside our dock, but yes, I'm a drip. That's fair. I would agree. Hi, Courtney. Just popping in to say hello, sitting in the school pickup line to get your little guy. Oh, I love it. I love it. It is so good to see you. I always love being able to see all of you guys. But I have known Courtney for quite a while now, and she is the one who got me my dice tray, just so you guys know. And I do have to admit, Courtney, it's really sad, but looking at getting a dice tower, and I'm like, hey, but that's good because I need both of these things. But sometimes I just have so much stuff on my desk that I'm like, I'm overwhelmed. And so I need to try and find a small dice tower. But I'm having a really hard time finding one because I'm particular, I guess. I didn't know that about myself, especially when it came to dice towers. And so that's why it's been months and I still haven't gotten one. That's why I didn't have one whenever you first started coming to my channel because I couldn't decide. But I did just get a like a name plaque for my desk. So I'm excited for that. It's going to be cool. It's going to be cute. I'm going to have to remember to actually utilize it. But I had ordered something from Etsy a couple months back, a big savings challenge, and they just never sent it. And I'm not going to say anything about the company because she's super sweet and she was very respectful and all this stuff. But I was like, okay, we got to a point where I just need to not keep waiting for this because it is, you know, it was a pretty good little chunk of change. So I decided to use some of that towards a name plaque and then, of course, towards some challenges. I don't blame you one bit. I ordered one from Etsy and it should hopefully be here today or tomorrow. It's full. What color is it? Because I keep looking at, I don't remember. There is a cash budgeter, I'm pretty sure, who creates the dice towers, if I'm not mistaken. Like she does the 3D printing of them. But there's like this soft baby pink almost. And that's the one that I want because I'm obsessed with the color pink. Especially that color. And so that's probably why I'm a little more particular. By the way, does anybody know whose this is? As if you guys all have everybody's things memorized, but you may know. Amy, you might know because you just went through some of these. So if you know, let me know because I have no idea. So I'm going to start stocking these a little bit more. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, those are like, those aren't going to fit. So I'm going to have to cut this down a bit. Sorry, I forgot to talk in that moment. I don't want to like cut anything off because this is a cool fact that this is March's birthstone is aquamarine. So Piper, my daughter, is actually born in March. And so I have been loving getting to know all these little facts. Like March Madness, the big dance. I'm assuming that has something to do with basketball, but I don't understand. Okay, well, it's all right. Well, eventually we'll figure it out. And then we're going to do this one from Canadian Finance. Lovely, lovely. Okay, and I think I've already done all those ones. So we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. I'm so excited for this. It's going to be so much fun. Oh, yeah, it might be. It does look very much like her, doesn't it? Okay, I'm going to go double check that. But I think you're right. There were a couple of people on the list who I did know and like knew personally because we've had conversations and stuff. And I remember her being one of them, but I forgot until you said that. So it's probably her. Do you guys have big plans for this weekend? We are going, Cody is going to, he's working today. And then, which real fast, I don't remember, I did all my batch filming on like Monday or Tuesday. So I don't remember when or if I've said this, but Cody he applied and got an interview for a new job that would only be 30 minutes down the road because right now he's 2 hours away from us. But he gets to make his own schedule right now. And so he doesn't have to work 40 hours a week, which is great. And that because of the drive, like it's awesome that he doesn't have to do that. And, but we don't get like any benefits or anything from his work. And that's fine. You know, we've been making it work because of he's home more often because he has to make his own schedule. But he did apply for this other job. And so we should hopefully learn something today or tomorrow. We are praying that it definitely goes through, and his goal is to try and work both jobs. But the thing that stinks is that the new job is going to be from like 3:30 in the afternoon until 11:30 at night. And that's just an awful, awful, awful shift. He is so dreading that shift, but he's like, I just want something that'll get me in the door. His dream shift would actually be the night shift, which to me, I'm like, that sounds disgusting. But it's what he wants to do. And so, since he is the sole provider for our house, I'm just 100% supportive in whatever he wants. But anyways, so we're hoping that will happen because it would just be like set hours. Because right now with the winter, he is a lineman, so he works outside. And with the way that things have been, he hasn't been able to work. He didn't get to work last week, and he's only gotten to work sporadically this week. And then next week, he probably won't be able to work again. And then because he has to come behind other people who have done their job, they weren't able to work. So now everything is behind. And he, even if he wanted to go to work, he has to wait until they're done. So anyways, all that to say, please be praying. If you are of the praying type, if you are of the positive vibes type, please send those as well. Just because we really could use this. Just so that I'm not as anxious whenever it comes to finances and such. And just for him, I know this is very stressful for him because he is the provider. And so anyways, all that to say, Aquamarine is supposed to help inspire epiphanies. Really? Like, I would have never known that. I don't know anything about any sort of gemstones, just so we know. Whenever I ordered my new scratcher tool. Have you guys all seen my new scratcher tool, by the way? When I ordered it, the lady was like, hey, what stone are you wanting? And I was like, what are you talking about? And she said, yeah, what gem? And I was like, I literally don't know any of them. I could tell you if they're pretty, but I couldn't tell you the names of them. And so she said, okay, what color do you like? I said, I like pink. And that is how we ended up with my, I think it's rose quartz or something. I don't know if that's a thing. I could be making it up. Hi, Adette. How are you? We were just talking, and actually we were just talking, Sam, about the mushroom that you made me, and then how I have a goal of trying to learn how to crochet sometime this year. But I'm like, I don't want to just put that out in front of everybody because then it'll be a huge expectation, but I'll just tell small groups of people. That way there's a couple of people holding me accountable to it. But yeah, so that was just funny that you guys both happen to be here. Adette, how are you? I am working on cutting out all these little minis for March Madness. Are you going to participate in that, or are you just going to kind of be on the sidelines cheering us on? You're at lunch? Nice. Nice. What are you eating? We are doing carnivore, so I'm like, everything sounds really good right now. Thank you so much. Oh, you're a March baby. What day were you born, Amy? That is so exciting. My mom was born on, she was born on March 1st, and I was born on January 3rd. So my birthday is 1-3 and hers is 3-1. I always thought that was pretty cool. Steak and potato salad. Yeah, the potato salad sounds amazing. The steak does too, don't get me wrong. But I'm like, man, we can't have potato salad right now. But that's okay. It's okay. I'll eat it in my dreams. You literally taught your sister-in-law last night how to crochet, and she is left-handed. Oh, yeah, so Piper is too, and that's a whole thing. It was a challenge, but today she made an awesome little practice swatch. That's amazing. Hey, that's okay. That's okay. I absolutely love him, and I have not given him a name because I don't know what to name him. But he sits on my desk, and I've been trying to figure out, like, how can I put him in my videos because it, like, he encapsulates who I am as a person because I just love cute and mushrooms. You're the 18th. Piper's the 19th. No, you're the 19th. Piper's the 18th. There we go. So that's so fun. How cool. So you were almost a St. Patty's Day baby as well. That's fun. We were supposed to have her on the 17th. And luckily we didn't. I don't know. I'm like, this one, oh yeah, it's from Windmill Ridge Budgets and More. Susan, I'm obsessed with Mama Moo. That's what I call her. She's so fun. I'm a part of her membership, and she has the best stuff, guys. I love her stuff. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, Piper was supposed to be born on St. Patty's Day, and I was like, that's fine, except like being someone who was born at the beginning of the year, like January 3rd, your birthday kind of gets overlooked by everything else that's going on. And I'm like, baby, I want you to have a special birthday. So at least ours is the day after, where people are still recovering and such. But yeah, so he just screamed Maddie, and I knew he was meant to be. If you need a good name or Okay, that's true. I do need to ask her. Uh, oh, that would be fun. So, okay, how far away are you from Ireland? And this also is just going to show my lack of geographical locations or lack of knowledge in geographical locations because I don't actually know any of that stuff. It's fun that I'm homeschooling Piper because I'm like, we're both going to be schooling together because I don't know some of this stuff. I just didn't pay attention. But that's like Cody's dream as well. He wants to go to Ireland so bad. That in New Zealand. What? That's so funny. How did I not know his birthday was in March? Well, I guess we just haven't really talked a ton about your husband. Not that he doesn't exist and that you don't love him, but we just talk about books and crafting more. Okay. And Sam, I did find it funny whenever you had posted about the mushroom, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, he's so cute!" And you just gave me like a thumbs up. And then I opened my package for my birthday, and it's like, "Oh, how funny!" Because I was obsessed. And I even told Cody, I was like, "Man, this is why I need to learn how to crochet because I want to be able to make stuff like that." Mainly for Piper, but because I like them too. They're cute. They're cute. Okay, guys, we're getting there. So Susan actually made 2 different versions for March Madness. I'm like, okay, overachiever, that's fine. But she did like the Irish ones, like your shamrocks and stuff. And I think that one's really, really pretty. And then she made the basketball ones. Can you guys hear Piper? She's downstairs and she's watching Bluey, like I said. But sometimes she gets like really into them, which is what is currently happening. Let's do the truck because it's cute. I always go for flowers first, in case y'all haven't caught on to that. And for those, by the way, who have my, what do you have? You have my Flower Farm box. I am actually doing I'm about to release an expansion for it, and I'm very excited for that. So Matt and I also want to do an Ireland trip, right? We were supposed to go this year, but life got in the way, hoping to go in the next few years. Books and crafts over husband's birthdays. Amen. Amen. You can tell Cody that too. And he probably actually agree. He's just happy that I'm reading Wheel of Time finally. And I'm enjoying it. But it's a lot to take in. Oh, you're not. You could actually drive in like 8.5 hours. Oh my goodness. That's awesome. But do the Scots love Ireland as much as we do, or is it just kind of another thing because it's a foreign concept for us and it's like seems kind of unreachable because it is so far away? I felt that way about well, we went to London when I was in high school, and I really loved London, and then I went and visited, and I was like, it was great, but I definitely wouldn't want to live there like I once thought I did because it was so dreary and rainy the entire time. And I would just be depressed. You've started that. Oh, is it? Oh, good to know. Good to know. Okay, I was just making sure that I caught up on everything. Because this is definitely different. I'm used to my book one where I just talk to you guys like you see me face to face, and then we take a pause and we read or do productive stuff while I have a pretty ambiance on. And here I'm having to actually like do this and talk to you guys and read your comments. So thanks for sticking it out with me. Yeah. Oh, okay. I got you. I thought you were saying Wheel of Time is, and I was like, is it really? I was so confused. And I'm like, maybe we're talking about the different book, or maybe it's just like, I don't know what I was thinking. But yeah, so it is spicy. Sorry about that. But again, I did create it with like the 30 envelope challenge in mind because I really wanted to push myself to try and do something along those lines. And it's definitely going to take a little longer to get it done, but I'm okay with that. You are left-handed? Oh, it's been a challenge trying to teach Piper things because she currently will read or she'll write. So like if she's left-handed, she will write her letters starting over here and work her way this way. But then she also writes all of her letters backwards. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I don't know how to help you. Okay. The Scots and Irish are good old friends. That's good. Okay. That's good. And then hello, Melissa. How are you, friend? How are you? I'm currently just also loving your logo, I guess it would be your profile picture. I don't know, because I'm in the mood for spring currently. So Odette, what I am doing is I am cutting out all these challenges that are going to be used for March Madness. Lisa Grateful Me puts on a thing called March Madness, and I'm sure you know about it, but if you don't, it's basically where everyone is trying to complete as many of these minis in the month of March as possible. And so that is what I am doing. And I also created this binder thing that has, you can put up to 12 challenges in it, and each of these is a pocket. And then, yeah, and so I'm going to be using this. This is on my Etsy if anyone is interested. But I figured I'm going to do a live to get all these together. That way you guys can kind of see some of these challenges, and it just gives me something to do. I am a stay-at-home mom, and so sometimes I want to talk to other people besides just a 4-year-old. I know it's kind of shocker. She wouldn't believe it, but she could also just talk and I could not say a word, and she'd be perfectly content because she is in her talking phase for sure. You're using a pocket binder with 30 places. Oh, that's fun. I love that idea. I saw someone else doing something similar, and I was like, that's actually quite brilliant. And I might do that down the road. Like when I want to try and always have a box challenge going on, and I never. Well, as of right now, I don't have anything that the Flower Farm challenge is going to go towards. And I kind of want to keep it that way, where the box challenge, it's kind of a mystery amount, and we don't really know what it's going to be used for, because you never fully know when you're going to finish them. And I like that. It's really hard to plan, basically. So yeah, Odette, if you go to Lisa Grateful Me, she has a video. Actually, she has a lot of videos, but she has one of her most recent March Madness videos, and she has an entire list of all of these creators. And I grabbed everyone that I could. I was on my phone having to do it because I couldn't find my charger for my computer. And so some of them I couldn't get their links just yet, but I will be, because I do want to support every person who, took the time to create these challenges and send them to Lisa. And so there's a couple of people in here who they created them. Some Amy, she's going to have some. Budgeting with Paula, she'll have some. And I think that was it from who's on here. I don't know. But anyways, Melissa, is it cold where you're at? We were talking about the weather earlier, and I'm interested to know that, because I'm sure everywhere it's kind of cold. But then my friend, I think it was Christina, was saying that she's in Georgia and it's like mid-50s or something, which is just crazy. Hi, Haley. Oh my goodness, you just made my day. I mean, all of you guys did, but just you coming in, hey, bestie. I love it. It just kind of reminds me of like the Kool-Aid Man, barging through the wall. And that's just kind of what that made me think of. Yeah, you'll love it, Odette. Haley, I watched your video on how to create dashboards, and I loved it. That was so cute. It was clever. I really liked that. I hadn't thought about making any sort of dashboard in that manner, but I loved it. So if you guys are needing like an inexpensive way and you don't have a printer, because I'm pretty sure you just use like calendar pages and such, but it was a great way. So go check out my friend Haley. She has awesome stuff on her channel too. So popcorn yellow. Oh, okay, those are emojis. I got it. My thing's like, I'm not reading those to you, or I'm not going to display them, but I get it. How are you, friend? Okay, that's what I thought. I loved the flower one for sure. Of course, as per usual. Oh, I asked you guys earlier, and I forgot to continue that conversation. What are you guys doing this weekend? We are going to be. Cody's taking off tomorrow because of work. Like I was telling y'all earlier, it's a bit weird right now. So he's going to take tomorrow off, and we're going to go work on the property. And then on Saturday, we're going to also work out at the property. But we are having to get our electric looked at because the like the breaker box outside. Well, not the breaker box. I guess it might be the one that's outside connected to the pole where the power comes in on, is literally like burnt to a crisp. So we obviously don't want to turn power on at the house until we get that figured out. So that's what we're working on this weekend. Super fun. Not so cold right now, 50s, but getting bitter cold starting Sunday. Yeah, I know. Then winter weather next week. So are you excited about that or are you not excited about that? I am a mix whenever it comes to winter. I loved our first snow, but we're supposed to be getting a second one this weekend, and we are just not built for it. I'm in Oklahoma, right on the border of Oklahoma and Arkansas. We just don't do that here, and so it's just kind of like, ew, David, stop. Okay, and I did read that other one. So there we go. I hear someone coming upstairs. Piper will probably pop in and say hi and then tell you, she always says, I have 20 stories. And she does. She can talk your head off. You love summer? I do and I don't. It just gets so miserably hot here, and then it's humid as well. And especially on the boat, it's just like extra humid during the summer. So I'm not going to miss that aspect of the boat. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that there isn't any more snow, although Piper had the absolute best time. She has never been in snow before, that she could remember. And so I'm like, I kind of wanted to come back so she can play in it again. And she had her first snow ice cream. And I never had it growing up as a kid. I didn't have it until I was an adult. And I was like, we're going to not make that be a thing for her. Like, she needs to have it. Even though we're on a diet, we'll still try and make it. By the way, these came from Plan to Save Designs. I love them because flowers, hello. I love it. So I'm just going to pick a random one because it looks like they're about the same when it comes to their amounts that they'll save. There we go. Only needing 2 more spots filled. That's exciting. And so many challenges. We're getting there, guys. In the southeast coast, it's either humid or raining. There's no in between right now. Oh, that's awful. And extremely humid there too. Melissa, where are you at? I'm assuming you're probably like southeast as well if you're still in the 50s. Because I'm fairly certain like north is pretty. Sam, isn't it still like freezing cold where you're at? Because she's in Michigan. Alabama. I have a deep love of Alabama, and I couldn't tell you why. It's probably because of the movie Sweet Home Alabama that started it. But then whenever I went on a road trip, we went to like all these little mom and pop places, and the best ones were in Alabama. Couldn't tell you what they were. This was many years ago. But because of that, it just like solidified, like, yes, Alabama's amazing. You might not think the same. Because sometimes when you're from a place, you don't appreciate it as much as other people do. But I loved it. Florida is 58 degrees today. Is that like really cold for right now or hot for right now for you guys? Because to me, I'm like, doesn't Florida just always stay like 70 and above? I don't know. I could be wrong about that. We plan on we're going to try and go to Universal either this year or beginning of next year. And so I'll get to visit Florida for one of the first times. High of 60. Oh my gosh. Okay, that does sound awful. Like, I'm like, if it's going to be winter, at least be winter. But I'm just not used to this level of winter. And it's a lot colder on the boat than if we were in a regular house. So we definitely just wear socks all the time. It's always hot there. Oh, I believe it. I believe it. Does it get really humid too? Because you're right next to the ocean. I mean, you might not be, but like your state itself is. I'm sure. So do you feel like you need like a puffer jacket, or are you okay with just like a light cardigan? One of those things. This one came from Ellie on Earth. I love them. She does the vintage stuff, and I love vintagey things. We're going to actually put the bigger one in there first. It's so cute with those little rabbits. There we go. Couldn't get it open. I might have to cut this one down too. Yeah, just to save myself a headache, I'm going to go ahead and cut it down a little bit. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, light puff jacket. I love that. Oh, I love that. I feel like I could never, it's going to still bother me. I could never survive like really cold weather because like the other day we were walking outside and Cody was like, make sure you put on like boots or something. And I'm like, babe, I'm gonna wear tennis shoes. And then I'm walking around and I'm like, I'm an idiot because I'm just not used to cold. And so my feet were frozen. So I learned my lesson. I did. We got one more left. Try to not go to Florida in the summer. It might be cheaper, but that's because it gets so hot. Yeah, I've been told that. I think we're going to try and go like, we definitely want to go when kids are in school, which I know it's not going to change a ton because that's when everybody wants to go. But we are going to try and go specifically when kids are in school. And I don't know, we're not like dead set on anything like any special time. And we don't mind if we have to pay a little bit more to also have a less busy park. Wouldn't be going until the end of September. Oh, of this year or like next year? I have no idea when we're going to go. We wanted to go this year, but my brother got married in September, and so we just couldn't make it work. You went to Disney in August last year? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I've been told that like Colleen just said, summertime is one of the hardest times to go because it is just hot. And you're just outside all the time. These challenges, I also don't know who they come from, but it's really cool because it does talk about the different aspects of March, which I thought was so very cool. Oh, of some year. I got you. I got you. Yeah, so I'm going to need to figure out who this one's from. I think those were the only ones. This one and then the flower ones, which I think we figured out was Dawn. I don't know. My hands are starting to they're getting tired. And I know for all those who are new, don't talk to me about how I could use a straight cutter because I know I could, but mine just kind of shreds paper. It does really good with laminated things. But whenever it's thin paper like this, because I didn't do cardstock, it just is like, I'm just going to chew my way through it. And I should sharpen the blade. Yes, I know, but I'm not going to do that either right now. I'm stubborn and I've invested in cutting with my hands like this. So it's what we're doing, guys. Fair warning, my dogs are probably about to start barking because there's somebody at the end of the dock and they tend to bark their heads off. Thanks, Colleen. You're cutting in such straight lines, though. You saw my struggle bus lines. Okay, no, it just looks that way. It just absolutely looks that way on camera. But I would never try and send one of these challenges to somebody and act like I cut it a straight line because no. It's bad. They're thin as well. You did yours on thin paper? Is that what you're saying, Amy? I did mine, yeah, just on regular one, which I know usually I'll do it on cardstock, but I was like, we're probably not going to be using these for very long. You know, like maybe the max is like a week and a half if I visit these every single day. So I just didn't want to have to use all my cardstock for that. Plus, this is a lot of challenges. And I still have other things. Hello, Eileen. I was thinking about you today. Just so you know, I was like, well, for one, you're also a super funny person and you just get me. But I was also just wondering how you were doing. And that I was like, I need to ask people how they're doing whenever I see them or like, you know, see their comments or whatever, instead of just talking about other things. So that's what I was thinking about. Oh, wait. These ones are your challenges? Oh, those are mine, I think. I get what you just said. Okay. Oh, they are. It's up in the corner on the picture. I was looking on the actual challenge itself. So, Amy, I'm not crazy. These are from, okay, I was like, I know I have your challenges, but somehow I didn't put them off. Guys, these are from Amy by Nature. We're going to act like I already knew that. They are gorgeous. I do love them. Like I said, I love that they're the random like facts about March. I think that's so cool. You're doing good. So happy you caught a live. I am good as well. Yeah, I don't tend to do lives over here. I'm not sure how often I'll do them, but I just figured today I'm going to because I'm working on this anyways, and might as well, might as well. So this is officially stocked, guys. That's awesome. I have got 12 challenges in here, so I'm going to finish the rest of these because I only have a couple more pages, and we're in it for the long haul at this point. So yeah, we totes knew that, right? Yeah. And it's only because I just didn't read it. That's my bad, Amy. But I love them. So, and this is from the Budget Chambers. I had never heard of the Budget Chambers before. And so now I'm like, yay, I get to follow all these new people because half of these people I never knew. Let's do a March Madness live together. Colleen, that's brilliant. Oh my goodness. You're just going to be like my little PR person. You're going to start scheduling things and figuring things out. That's amazing. Yes. How long have you been live? Well, I've been alive for 34 years, but currently I've been doing this live for an hour and 15 minutes. And somehow people are still here just listening to me talk away. So, I mean, I don't know. That either says something good about you or good about me. I'm not sure which way. But yeah, Colleen, that's a brilliant idea. I'm going to have to try and figure out how to make that happen. But I think that that'd be so much fun. And maybe like just for the month of March, I'll try and make it like maybe a weekly thing. One of the days we'll just try and finish up all of the challenges for that week or something. I don't know. Now my gears are turning while I'm also trying to cut straight lines. So this could be fun. So Eileen, I've asked everybody else, what's the weather like for you? What a fun way to ask for someone's age. How long have you been alive, right? Piper will ask people that, and she asks it in such funny ways, and I can never remember what they are, but whenever she asks, I'm over there just like, that's so funny, and you know what she's saying, but you're also like, what? Where'd that even come from? It's funny. Watch paint drying with you. Well, that's so fun. Yeah, sometimes I can be more entertaining, but whenever I'm trying to also like concentrate on this, I'm terrible. Yes. Yep. That is very true. That's very true. My husband makes fun of me about that all the time. And we took this test. Okay, guys, we took this test, which I think everybody should take. For one, okay, let me just put this out there. We took 2 tests this week. One, I had to figure out what my Patronus was from Harry Potter, and my Patronus is an otter, and I'm like, that is actually quite fitting. And Cody's is a wolf, which is also quite fitting. Because you guys have never, I mean, y'all haven't seen me unless you're on my other channel, and most of the time you don't see Cody, but he's like a 6'1" burly man, and he is like all man, and so he's obsessed with Sasquatch as well, and so his call sign is Squatch. And then whenever we were hanging out with my friends, they were like, well, you need to have a call sign too, Maddie, because now that we're gonna be out in the country, there's gonna be like, well, we're going to have to protect each other and all this stuff, blah, blah, whatever. They were like, hey, we just need to do that. What's your call sign? I was like, wait, so his is Squatch. So mine is Sass. And I'm like, that is perfect. So we're Sasquatch, and I love it so much. But anyways, all that to say, we took 2 tests. And so it was, yeah, I'm an otter, or my Patronus is an otter. And the other test was we tried to figure out our cleaning styles / like, how do we like to organize? How do we like our house to be organized? And it's from the Clutterbug. If you guys know who she is, she basically puts you into 4 different categories, or she'll pick which out of the 4 categories you're in. And they're all bug related, and it makes sense based off of the actual insect itself as to how you clean your house or like to keep your house. So it turns out that I'm a butterfly and that Cody is a bee, and those are complete opposites. So I'm like, well, no wonder why we frustrate each other all the time when we're trying to clean or organize, because we do not do it the same. And so like the things that bother me don't bother him whatsoever. And it just makes me cringe. But if you guys are interested in that sort of stuff, go check out Clutterbug. She is on YouTube, but she's also on, she has her own website, and that's where I took the quiz. And it was just fascinating. I learned that I like to have all of my stuff out in the open where you can see it all, but I like it organized. Otherwise, I get stressed, which is probably why whenever I do videos, I have everything I need right there, like to where you can see it. but I want it organized. So, oh, for Harry Potter. So there were several different ones. I want to say mine was like maybe called Potterhead or something. I want to say that was it. I just did a Google search for it, and then it was a pretty quick quiz, but it was a good one. So yeah, if you guys take that, let me know what your Patronus is. I feel like it says a lot about you, because at first it was telling me that mine was a cat, like the first time I took this a couple years ago, and I was like, no, that's not appropriate at all, because while I like cats, I don't love cats, and I'm allergic to them, so that just wouldn't make sense. So that's not right. But then I'm like, but I am feisty. So maybe that's what it was talking about. And sometimes I think I have 9 lives, because sometimes I just go in with wild abandonment as if I'm just going to survive it. I don't know. Clearly I have, though. So I must be right. Not sure which one it is, but I need everything out or I forget. Yes, I own it and buy more. Yes. So you would be a butterfly as well, because I'm the same way. That's why I fear to put things too far out of my reach, because I'm like, I won't remember that I had this. And then we'll end up with the problem where I keep ordering the same challenge from Build It Big Budgets over and over and over again, because I forget. I am a Hufflepuff, and so is your boyfriend. Wait, is your boyfriend actually named Madison? Or are you just saying that like in a sentence? Because I do actually know Madisons that are boys, and I think it's so fun. You swear every time I took the test, you got Ravenclaw. Then last year I got Slytherin, so I guess I'm changing. As you're getting older, you're getting meaner. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, I love that. That is so funny. I love that. Yeah, I actually knew Madison. His name is Madison McGuire. And we were really good friends. And we were basically the same person. And so I was like, when they tell you, like, if this is your name, this is your personality, I always wondered if that could correlate between the genders, because there's a couple of gender bending names. And apparently it does, because we were the same person and we just made everybody annoyed with us. So this is from, Papoose Creations, either US or us. I'm not sure which one. Y'all can see that at the bottom, maybe. If my camera, it doesn't want to, there it is. I'm not sure which one it is. I should look that one up, but I haven't been able to watch everybody's videos just yet. So got the stuff subscribed, and I will be watching videos probably tonight. Which, if you guys need, by the way, because we're going to be working, I plan on just putting some playlists on my phone and just letting them play. So if you guys need any watch hours, let me know. He's your first Madison male. Really? But I just recently found out Sav Saves boyfriend's name. Oh, I got you. Sav Saves boyfriend's name is Madison too. Okay, that's a pretty small world. I have never, like I said, I just had the one Madison that was a guy, and I've heard of other ones, but it's rare to actually have met somebody else as well. Hi, Lindsay. You're catching yet another one. Oh my gosh, Lindsay, the timing is really funny. You're catching another one of my lives right after we just got done talking about our Patronus. But it was because I was telling them that I had taken a quiz with Cody this week, and I was like, actually, I took 2 quizzes because that wasn't my original one. Loving all the March Madness stuff popping up. Yes, same. I am excited for it. Lindsay, are you going to be doing March Madness? I decided that I needed to make a binder for it as well, and that's what I've been currently working on, as well as cutting all these out and then stuffing them. So I have this cute binder. I'm so excited for it. I have not used one like this before, but I just kept thinking, well, Lindsay loves hers, so I should use one like it. Your Ravenclaw and your Patronus is a Phoenix. Girl, I could see that. I could see that 100%. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I'm still an otter through and through, and I agree with it way more than the cat. I'm not a cat at all. We have several Ravenclaws, but that kind of makes sense because of, budgeting. I'm sure it's for everybody. Eileen's here and she's a Slytherin, but I feel like it does tend to fit pretty widely within the Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff. Yeah. Yeah. When you told me that, I died, because it's like, I couldn't honestly see that. I don't know you obviously super well. I know you from here or whatever, but I just would never have been like, yeah, that makes sense for for her personality. No, I wouldn't have thought that. Still working on making all your products. Your Happy Meal is coming soon. I'm so excited. I can't wait. And then, of course, you guys are going to have to make sure you guys check out Eileen whenever she gets her Etsy shop open. It'll be so exciting. I just know it's all going to be adorable stuff. Excuse me. Excuse me. Things that you can't cut out of live, but you can out of your videos is when you choke on your own spit. I was going to ask, is anybody going to do any fussy cutting here? And then you said that, so that's so funny. Yeah, I'm not doing it. They're super cute, though. I love the edges like that. And I have created challenges like that. And I'm like, oh, it's so great. And then I go to cut it out, and I'm like, oh, well, never mind. He'll likely use some of the challenges, but not for sure if you're doing it as a dedicated miner. Yeah, that makes sense. I was thinking about doing a March minis and try to do as many mini challenges as I can. Yeah. Yeah, I love that. I keep going back and forth. Like, I think I'm going to do it where we are just fully dedicating as many of our days to March Madness. And that way we can just use March to, like, we'll make sure our bills are paid, but we're going to fully invest in trying to get like our emergency funds all as far as we can get them. And so that way we can focus the rest of the year on the other things. And sorry if you guys hear that clacketing. My dog, she has to be like right where I'm at. And she woke up from her nap and realized I wasn't next to her. So she's like wandering to find me, and she found me. And she's deaf, so she couldn't hear me talking. So her name is Phoenix, by the way, Haley. She's a very sweet old dog. I love her. Oh, what day is it? Because Amy's birthday is also in March, and Piper's birthday is also in March. And somebody else's birthday was in March. It was on the 22nd. I don't remember who. Dun, 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 dun. So obviously you're going to have to do like some sort of challenge. Although I say that, I don't think I did anything for my birthday. I can't remember. I know I did something on my other channel. I did a live on my other channel. We were supposed to read, but we just talked the whole time. Did your video with me where you said you he was like, that's so gross, but so understand it. Yeah. It's true though. Like, girl can clear a room. It's bad. It's bad. Hi, guys. So my camera, which is usually right here, has decided that it wants to like just keep overheating. So it's like, no, give me a second. So I'm just gonna say I don't know. I'm not gonna be able to just sit there and fan her like the Greek goddess I always call her there. So anyways, you guys get to see me in all of my stay-at-home mom glory with my day-old makeup and my not brushed hair. But hi, it is so good to see you guys. For those that have never seen me in person, this is me, and this is our messy houseboat because Piper was making a potion right over there. So yeah, but I'm almost done with these. So I'm going to just show y'all them real fast. So this one was from Lisa, Grateful Me. She's the one who's actually putting on the March Madness. And so that's what I've been working on. And then I'm going to finish cutting out. I have Joe. She was over here. So Liam's mom 247. I have that one. And then we will have the budget evolution. Hold on. Sorry. Sometimes Piper just randomly comes up out of her bedroom naked, so I had to make sure she was clothed. The budget evolution, which is super cute. I love these ones. And then the last one I have is from Oma Crafts and Budgets. So, of course, I was like, you could look at these and just know that that's who they were. So, thank you, Haley. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, I wasn't planning on being live, but then my computer was like, well, that camera's not working, so let's just switch to your other one. It's like, oh, okay, hey. So anyways, yeah, so I'm going to finish cutting those ones out. We can sit and talk if you would like, but now you can't see me cutting out challenges. You're just going to see me doing it. But yes, you made A6 challenges, but should I make minis? No, I mean, I have fit, let me show you, like this one is kind of, it's a little bit bigger than these ones, which is like a regular size mini. This one's a regular size mini, and this one still fits. So I don't think you should worry about it. I think any challenge fits and it still works. Hi, Natalie. We were just talking about how I was using my above head camera. You can see the charger right here. And then it decided that it was just tired of being hot. And so it was like, I'm just going to shut off on you. And then my computer decided we were going to switch camera views. So it was like, well, hey, wasn't really planning on this. So here we are. This is going to be out on the interweb for everybody to see. It's fine. It's totally fine. I hope you guys still accept me and still watch my videos, even though you can see the atrociousness that is the back of, that is my boat right now, and my hair, and my face, like everything. Let's just put it all out there. Children being in the buff. Yes, your sister's kids are always trying to take off their shirts when they get home. My nephew, when he was like 4, was doing laundry butt naked wearing one glove. I love that so much. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah. So I have a friend and she has 2 boys, and I'm pretty sure I see them naked more than I see my own child naked, because they just don't like to keep clothing on. And I think that, like, I know that's a child thing, but I think it's definitely more of a boy thing than it is girls, because we don't have that problem with Piper that often, but sometimes it does arise. She's pretty good about not undressing in public. These boys are not. I'm wearing an unwashed shirt, so it's cool. Well, that's good. That's good, because mine's also unwashed. Did I wear it yesterday? Yes, I did. It's totally fine though. I don't care. I don't do much, especially yesterday and today. We started, let me finish my other train of thought. Otherwise we're never gonna get back to it. So the boys, so Piper is an only child. And of course, like, I don't know if you guys have the same issue as me. I was not raised in a house where we talk about like body parts and stuff. Like my parents just kind of left it up to the school and whatnot. But I was like, I don't want that. I want Piper to know, but I don't really know how to talk about these things. So I know how to talk about girl things, but I don't know how to talk about boy things. And so they were all playing one day, and one of them just decides he's just going to take down his pants. And like, we were all just standing in the living room. He just walks around butt naked, and she's just like, and just kind of looks at me, looks at them, and like looks around, and she's like, I don't really know what's going on. And so we were like, we're just going to act like it's normal, because it is, like, it's fine. It's just no big deal, blah, 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 you know, go do your thing. And so, like, you know, he pulls up his pants and whatnot, and he does his thing, and they just keep playing. And I guess they had a conversation later about it, the kids did, because then the next time that happened, I don't know if I can say this, like, I don't know like the flags or anything on YouTube, but all of a sudden Piper like looks over at him because his pants are all the way down, and she goes, "It's a penis," and like sings it, and it was so funny. And to this day, I still like that. Just every time he pulls his pants on, that's what it makes me think of. Your son always has to be fully dressed. Your daughters, when they were little, barely got dressed. Really? Okay, so must not be just a boy girl thing. It must just be our boy girl things. That's just mom life. We're saving money on detergent. Amen to that. And grandma used to run to avoid baths, so all I hear from my desk is, "We got a runner." Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, and it's like, how long has it been? It's been a year, right, since your grandmother passed? That's so funny, though. That is so funny. We used to say that about Piper as well, because she would run around and then she'd like be butt naked because she's getting ready for a bath, but then she thinks it's funny for us to chase her, and so she's like, or we say, "Oh no, it's a tiny hiney," and she'd be like, "You have to catch it first," and it's so funny. Yeah. Yeah, it's always hard to lose someone close to you. I don't have, both of my grandfathers passed away, and then like a year after one of them passed away, my uncle passed away, which was crazy. It was very sporadic and very random, but that was always hard. Caught your son playing in the litter box this morning. Oh no. Like, hopefully just playing and not like, oh no. All the thoughts that go on in my head, because I'm like, if I was to catch Piper in a litter box, what would I think? And it's immediately, how much of this did you eat? Because, I mean, I think she would know now, but Rowan's I think he's only 2, right? Like 2 or 3. He's a little younger than Piper. So, okay, good. Good. Okay. For you movie buffs, what is the movie where they're eating something and there's cat litter in it? Do you know what I'm talking about? I can't remember like the context of that at all. I just remember them eating like a burger or a sandwich or something and there's cat litter. Oh my gosh, what is it? I don't know. He's about to be 2.5. Aww. And your daughter was in the litter box too, but my daughter is okay. That's fair. I was like, Eileen, I don't remember you having a kid, but maybe you do. That is so funny. So she deserves to be there. Aw. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure I'm not missing people's chats. I'm sorry if I did. Oh, Colleen, I did say yes. Yes. I knew it. I was going to say Lindsay. I feel like you would know this one because you're such a movie buff. And I should have just gone with my gut because I just knew you'd know it. But yeah, that was it. It's been so long since I've seen that though. But Colleen, I did see your thing about March Madness being on specific days. So we'll have to do that. I hate your stinking guts. Not to Colleen. That was just in general. I was referencing.
Mommy,
yes.
can you help me here? It's a little bit small.
Yeah. Oh man, ripped off.
Hold on. Sorry, guys.
This is how we pick up one food.
There you go.
Yay! It's a rock island.
Oh, nice. She got a like kids makeup kit for Christmas, and she's determined to wear her makeup all the time. And I don't know if y'all could see her, but she looks like she's a beaten clown because she has like her red lipstick that she's determined to wear the red. She doesn't want any of the other colors. She only wants the red, the one that stains. She loves that one. And it's all over. And then she also has like blue. Her favorite eyeshadow is blue, even though that's not like, she doesn't even like the color blue. And so she has it like, yeah, all over her eyes, but then she rubs her eyes a lot. And so it's like really grounded. And it stains as well. So that's been fun. So it just looks like we beat our child. It's fun. It's so great taking her out in public. You had a sandbox as a kid, but your father had to stop me as the neighbor's cat used as a litter box. Yeah. So Piper was like, when we get to the new land, I'm getting the sandbox. And Cody was like, well, it's just going to be used as a litter box by all the cats that live out there. And she was like, no, Dad, we'll put a lid on it. And it's like, I didn't even know you knew that was a thing, but that's funny. Still probably not happening. But yeah, that was one of the bad things about sandboxes is you just never knew. It was kind of like a surprise, a little treasure hunt for you, if you will. Yeah, I know. They're cool. There was this one that looked like a turtle, and like the cover was a shell, and I thought those were really cool. But I'm also like, I don't know. I guess sand pits are cool. I was never a fan of them. I don't personally like sitting and being in sand because it just never goes away. It's like the glitter, like glitter is like the herpes of the craft world, and sand is that of, I guess, I don't know, nature, because it just accumulates and multiplies all the time. Why did I ever think of that? Yes, it's just a massive litter box. It's so gross. So gross. Litter boxes are one of the only reasons I don't want cats too. Girlfriend for me. Thank you. Vance. She's such. Okay. Well, I can't craft nothing. So just making some savings challenges. You had Tonka trucks. I think my father wanted a boy. Oh, so my father wanted a boy, but he had one too. My brother just he wasn't interested in like any of the boyish stuff. Like he was, but I don't know. He wanted to spend more time with his friends and things. And my dad was like, I need to teach someone about cars. So I had to learn. It was kind of fun. Sandbox and, oh yeah. Have you watched Jingle All the Way? That's an old movie, but that's what it makes me think of. It's so funny to me. Yeah, Piper saw one at the mall one time and she really wanted to get into it. And I just couldn't let her. I don't know. As someone who grew up near the beach, I hate sand so much. Yeah, agreed. Agreed. I can't do it. You also hate the beach sand? Okay, so it's not just me. And crowds. Yep. So I'm no longer a beach fan. Went every day in middle school though? Really? Wow. We never did stuff like that. But I guess if you live that close to the beach, that's kind of normal. For me, that just seems like, wow, that's supposed to be like a whole adventure. I don't know. Interesting. Guys, I'm on my last page and then we're done. I was one of the only girls out of your grandma's 8+ grandkids, and I think it turned out okay. Oh, well, there you go. There you go. How funny. We have, I was the first granddaughter, and so nobody really knew what to do at that point because it was like, oh, it's all grandsons, and then all of a sudden, a girl. Oh, guys, my hand is like done. I'm so excited to be done with this one. I'm not even cutting it that great. It's a good thing that the camera had to change. That way you guys couldn't see the atrociousness that is my cutting because it's bad. Hello, and yes. Oh, bye, Lindsay. I hope you have a good day. I'll see you in your next video and your live. Yes, we'd ride our beach cruisers there. It was like 1.5 miles or so. Oh, wow. That's a good way to wear out the children. Okay. Home stretch, guys. Home stretch. Natalie, I saw your new challenge, by the way, the like exotic animals one. And of course, I loved it. And I love that it's not just a rock now, it's a boulder. And it just kept making me think of from Shrek, the donkey. He's like, that's a boulder. That's a nice boulder. So I'll have to get that one. I just have so many challenges. I know every single one of us says that, and I need to get through them. And so I'm like, if I keep adding ones to them, I'm going to stop using I'm not going to want to use the older ones, and I need to do that. So I will get there eventually. Shrek and SpongeBob. Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about SpongeBob. I love it. Like the wittiness that is the fact that Patrick, who knows nothing and he lives under a rock. I think it's so funny. You almost made a space one. Oh, a banana peel with a face. I thought that'd be too mean. That's funny. I don't think so. I think it's funny. You're debating on even making a guess on who's doing to win this time. Yeah, I know. I want to make one, but I haven't yet just because I can't think of like cute enough characters or anything like that. And so I just haven't done it yet. Plus I don't know why I do it. I never win. Everybody I vote for never wins. And I don't get it. But I did just make a spring shut the box, and I'm really excited for that one. I'll release that one soon. Guys, we're finished. Hallelujah. I cut out all of these, this big old stack, and then the 12 that is in here. There you go. So you'll have to go check out Lisa Grateful Me and find her information, or find all of the different challenges on there. But for now, I am going to call it quits. It has been almost 2 hours of me just sitting and cutting. So I am going to call it a day, and I'm going to go cook some lunch. And then I got to finish getting the video uploaded for tonight. But thank you guys so much for spending time with me. I loved it. I love getting to know you guys some more and just being able to chit chat. And you guys officially got to meet me if you haven't been to my other channel. So hello, welcome. I do pretty much always look like this. So yeah, well, thank you guys all. Thank you, Melissa, for coming and hanging out with me too. It was so good to see you guys. And I will just talk to y'all, I guess later, whenever I see y'all. Bye, guys.